Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a gorgeous little push your luck game called Celestia. Celestia is a game from Quick Simple Fun, or BLAM, and it plays 2 to 6 players in about 30-ish minutes. And it's a re-implementation of a game called Cloud 9. And what you're doing in this game is you are an airship, more about this later, and you are traveling around these different islands trying to defend different types of events that are happening to be able to move farther, to discover undiscovered countries, aka score the most points. You're doing that with some cool dice play and some card play and a little bit of chicken, push your luck style stuff. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go down to the table, see how it works. All right, so here's a game of Celestia, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're gonna put out the sky islands, and it looks something like this. And each island is gonna have a deck of cards that goes with it, which is basically gonna be rewards if you can make it there with your boat. You start out with 2 dice, and I put the rest of the dice on places where you're gonna pick up more. You're gonna put each of your people in the sky ship and put it on the island. This is purple player, this is black player. In a 2-player game, each player gets 8 cards, and now we're gonna roll. All right, so on a player's turn, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna roll the dice. So this player's gonna be captain first. They'll roll the dice. Then what this player has to decide is if they think the captain has the cards in their hand to defeat this event. So right now, this player has to have 1 yellow card, lightning bolt. So we'll look at their cards, and I'll show you what they look like. So they have a pile of blue, a wild, a bird, and something that can make somebody else have to stick out a special card. So they think, I think of all those cards you have a yellow. So they're going to stay in the boat, and I'm going to say, I don't have a yellow, or I'm just going to play this. I'm not going to say anything. So I'll play this card, and we'll both stay on. So then we're going to move to the next island. They're going to be the captain. They're going to roll the dice. 2 blue. So now I need to decide if I think that they can complete that with 2 blue. I haven't looked at their hand. I will in a minute, but I haven't looked at their hand. So I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, I think you can beat this. So I'm going to stay in. Let's see what they have. So it looks like I was lucky, and they have 2 blue. So we're both going to stay in. All right. So now I'm the captain again. I'm going to move on to island number 3. And I'm going to roll the dice. So I have to have a bird. The other player thinks, I think you have a bird and all that stuff. So here's my hand again. So they're going to stay in. I'm like, I do have a bird. So I'm going to play my bird card. So we're both still in. All right, purple player is captain. They're going to roll. Ooh, now it's getting a little trickier. So we've each played some cards, and I have to think that they have a blue and a black. I think I'm going to actually jump out. So what that means is I don't think they're going to complete this test. So I'm going to jump out, and I'm going to get to take a scoring card from this island. It's either 6 points or 6 plus. There are some special cards in there too that are going to give you special power. It's a 9-pointer, so I have 9 points. The game ends when somebody hits 50 points. So now, that purple player has to try to defeat this. So I look at their hand. They have lightning bolts, birds, and a wild. They don't have any of that, so they're going to just go down with the ship. They crash, and we start over. They don't get anything. So now I'm the captain again. At the end of the round, we each draw a card back. So we're always renewing our hand. All right, and then we do it again. I'm going to play through one more round because this game's pretty enjoyable. So black rolling. So I need to have a black and a red. So they're just going to go ahead and jump out because they don't think I have it. So they're going to jump out and take a card. They got 1 point. And I will not play any cards because I don't have any. So I go down with the ship. So they'll come back in. We'll each get another card. And purple will be captain. And that's how we're going to play until somebody gets to 50 points. When you get to 50 points, you'll say, hey, I think I made it to 50. You'll reveal all your point cards. If you had 50, or if multipliers have 50, If you have the highest score, you're the winner. So as you go on through this island, the points are going to get better. This is 25 always. This is always 20. This is always 15. This is always 12. But when you get there, if the boat gets to 20 or 25, you're rolling 4 dice. That can be pretty punishing should all 4 of those dice have some sides. There are some blanks, which are good. That means there's no hazard there. There are special cards in the deck that are going to give you... Let's show you some. The Wild I showed you. Let's see. I know there's some in here. A jetpack, which looks like this. Should you be going down with the ship, if you were the captain and you failed, you could play the jetpack and jump out right before the ship crashes and still get the reward of the island, or anybody else could use the jetpack for that matter. Let's see. There's some other ones. So this one will make somebody else jump out when you jump out, kind of like an anchor deal. This one is going to make the captain re-roll, or let the captain re-roll some of their dice. This one, there's a couple more. This one makes the captain re-roll all their blanks. I think that's it. There's also a treasure that will, let me see if I can find one. Look something like this. It'll be worth 2 points, or you can discard the treasure to basically, if I rolled all 4 of these dice and I didn't have any of this stuff, I could discard the treasure for a free pass, make it to Island 25. So that's kind of what that does. That is how you play Celestia. Let's go up the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Celestia. First off, let me say, this game is one of the most good-looking games that I have ever played. It's a simple little push your luck game, but man, this art is gorgeous. This is my favorite island of all of them. Look at this bad boy. That is beautiful, beautiful. Even on the back, there's clouds. They don't need to have clouds on the back. Different types of clouds on all of them. Here's another island, which is gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this thing. What is this? What is this? This is an airship that your people can ride in. Why do we need to have that? We don't, but it's amazing. The card art is gorgeous. This is just a map. Beautiful. Backs of the cards match the island, so you know what you're getting into. These cards right here, this lightning bolt art is gorgeous. I mean, everything about this game is amazing. Production, art, top notch. I mean, there's not much about this game that is not nice to look at. It is fantastic. So let's talk about gameplay. Now, if you know anything about our channel, you know that I love push your luck, and this one is no exception. There's just something about like not knowing if you're going to be able to defeat a task to make it to the next level that just, it sits well with me, and I enjoy it quite a bit. And this game is no exception. It has 4 dice, which look like they have 2 blank sides and 1 of each of the other events. So there's pirates, lightning, birds, and thunderstorms. And what you're trying to do is you just have to make sure that you have cards in your hand to be able to fend off what you roll. Sounds easy, but the tricky part is here, you don't get to draw cards up again until the journey is over, which means either someone makes it to 25 or everybody jumps out and the captain goes down with the ship. So you might end up playing, you might be the captain 3 times and end up playing 6 cards. You only had a hand of 8 cards. What if it comes back to you again and you have to roll 4 dice and you have 2 cards? You think anybody's going to want to stay in with you when there? It's tricky. It plays with your head. It messes with you. It's just, it's a simple game with great production. It's just a riotous good time, and I love it. I've never played Cloud 9, so I can't compare. I don't need to compare because this game just stands on its own. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Gameplay's fun. If you like push your luck like Quacks, Fool's Gold, I know I have other push your luck games, but I'm like drawing a blank. Dicey Peaks, you know, stuff like that. If you like games like that, this is definitely one that you're going to want to have in your collection because it's fast, it's fun, and has an airship. That's awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing. But we like to give it the games that we enjoy because we're a podcast and video channel about games. So why would we want to just be negative and all doomy and gloomy? We've had enough of that already this year. So that was Celestia from Quick Simple Fun, and blam! I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.